Hello, 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 hello. I see Dawn. I see Dawn. Hello, Dawn. Dawn, I got those seeds. Thank you so much. You sent me so many. Thank you. Thank you. Hello, Jennifer. How's Jennifer? So, as you guys may have noticed, we're going to do one more Christmassy thing, little ornament. I've had that in my I have a Christmas folder on Pinterest, and I've had that in there for quite a while. And I thought, oh, let's make these. I was out just now trying to find googly eyes. Hi, Michelle. And I failed at googly eyes. I mean, I didn't have time to go multiple places. We went to Meijer because we needed to get cat food and kitty litter and a few little grocery items. We also needed to get lunch. And the Meijer I went to did not have any googly eyes. I know Walmart does. I've seen them. But I didn't have time to stop at Walmart too. So I have no googly eyes. Hello, Sherry. Did I say hi, Sherry? Michelle. Hello, hello. So I have no googly eyes to finish my project. However, I am just using worsted weight yarn. It's a combination of I love this yarn and Mainstays. I think these are both Mainstays from Walmart. Yep. Dale asked me if I was making pumpkins today. Oh, Emma. Hello, Emma. I said, no, not pumpkins. Making the snowman. Snowman, nose, hat. And he was like, okay. But I did go through my stickers downstairs, and I have these, which are kind of cool. So they had a little holly leaf and berries on the hat. I don't know if these are going to be too big. My thought was if they are, I could just take off one of the leaves. I meant to go downstairs and get glue. You guys, I went downstairs to get glue. And you know what happened when I got downstairs to get glue? I got sidetracked and I went through one of my bins of yarn to find a yarn I wanted for a project. You know, sometimes. Anyhow, hello, Shannon. How's Shannon? I hope you guys are all doing well today. So I thought these little things, I do have a craft show tomorrow. I think they're adorable, right? They're absolutely just the cutest little things. So I thought, well, so here's his parts. There's his parts. We make a heart. We make a nose. We make a hat. We sew the nose on. We sew the hat on. We will glue the eyes on and glue the little holly leaf on. So holly leaf and berries. Anyhow, have you ever crocheted a heart before? I have not. I have not crocheted a heart. So we are going to crochet a heart right now. Actually, okay, I read something that said a small little hook, but maybe that's for another part of the... Hang on, I'm going to grab my 5 real quick because it does say 5, which I thought seemed better, but I didn't grab the 5. Hang on just a second. All right, I got my 5mm. I got a 5mm and I got a 4mm. So I have a couple sizes to play with here. All righty. Well, folks, let's just get going at it. My snowman is going to be eyeballless. Yeah, anyhow. I got little tiny safety eyes, but I thought those aren't going to work because you get that big washer on the back and that's not going to work. Okay, so color A. Color A is white. Oh, I don't have Angie today. I don't know where Angie's at. Been trying to get a hold of her for the last couple of days, and I haven't been able to. Anyhow, alrighty. Oh, we're starting with a magic ring. Okay. All right. Let's start ourselves off with a magic ring. All right, and a 5mm. Got my 5mm acrylic yarn and a magic ring. Okay. Now, first thing it says to do is chain 3. 2 and 3. All right, I got 3. All right, now what? Make all of the next stitches into the ring. Oh, well, yeah. All right, 3 double crochets. So we got us 1, and a 2 and a 3 double crochets. Now we do 3 half double crochets. 1 and a 2 and a 3. 3 half doubles. Do a chain 1. Okay. Do a double crochet. That's our heart's point. Oh, that's down at the bottom. Okay. Do another chain 1, and then we're coming back up the other side. So we do 3 half double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Then we do 3 double crochets. 1 and a 2 and a 3. So far it's pretty easy. Then do a chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. Slip stitch into the ring. Okay. Now what? I'm assuming we need to like cinch this down, right? I think we cinch it. Doesn't say to, but I would assume that you need to. Let's tighten her down here and see what happens. Let's see. Oh, yep, it's making a heart as we tighten this down here. Look, I'll show you. Look at that. Now, how come my tail is in the middle of my, is it how I, hang on. I'm going to take that last thing out here. I've got my chain 3. I think it's how I slip stitched, possibly. Slip stitch. Okay, now that's better. Okay, now, I don't know how that got inside the ring. It got inside my, oh, wrong tail. Don't pull that one. Okay. Look, we made us a little baby heart. Isn't that cute? It's so cute. That was so easy. I had no idea. I've never made a heart before. Will it fasten down tighter? I'm going to give it another tug here. I think we're still going to have a hole in the center no matter what we do. So anyhow, all right. Well, that's cute. That is super duper cute. All right. Okay. Oh, there we go. Nice. All right. Round 2. Ding, ding. Chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Then you do a half double and a double in the first stitch. Okay. Is the first stitch the chain 3? Or is the first stitch the first stitch? Let me see. Half double and double in the first stitch. Well, we're going to go with the first true stitch. So we're going to do a half double and a double in the first stitch. Oh, okay, I think that works because here's our initial chain 3, which is coming across the top, like making the top of the heart. Okay. Now, 3 double crochets in the next stitch. Okay. Let's do 3 doubles in the next stitch. I have a feeling I could make a few of these today. 3 doubles in the next stitch. 2 doubles in the next stitch. Now our heart's just going to be getting bigger, you know. Hi, Tammy. We're making a heart snowman. Be a little ornament. Double crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, that worked out well. Now, do 1 double crochet in the next stitch. Okay, that's probably our point at the bottom. See our little point down there at the bottom? All right, I'm going to assume we're going to do the opposite on the way back up the other side. Oh, no, it was a double crochet in the space. Hang on. Double crochet in the space. Let's go in our space. One more. Wait, hang on. Wait. What did I do? I did 3. I did 2. Double crochet in the next 3. Yeah, and then double crochet in the chain space. Okay, got to go in the chain space. I went in the stitch. Go in the space. Now do hang on. 3 double crochets in the next. That doesn't seem right. Hang on. How come that's weird? How come that don't seem right? Okay, let me make sure I did this right. Chain 3, did a half double and a double. Then I did 3 double crochets in this stitch, 2 double crochets in the next stitch, double crochet in each of the next 1, 2, 3, double crochet in the chain 1 space, 3 double crochets in the next stitch. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Do a double crochet in the next chain space, double crochet in the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. All right, 2 double crochets in the next stitch. 1, 2. All right. 3 double crochets in the next stitch. 1, 2, 3. Then do a double crochet and a half double in our last stitch. Okay. Then chain 1, 2, 3, and slip stitch in the center. How do you slip stitch in the center? What do we have? I guess there's a little space there. Okay. All right. Well, look at that. Look at there, look at there. We got us a heart. We're not done yet. I'm going to still try to cinch this up some more and get rid of some of that hull. That hull. Hello, Julie. How's Julie? I haven't seen Julie in a hot minute. How are you doing? Yeah, the hole, it doesn't want to snug up too much tighter, but there we go. That's a dinky hole now. Okay. Hello, Kathy. How's Kathy? All right. Easy so far. Round 3. We chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Single crochet in the first stitch. So we do skip those chains because those chains just kind of make our curve. So we don't do anything in the chain. All right. Single crochet in the first stitch. 2 single crochets in each of the next 5. Okay, so we're going to get up to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, our heart's getting bigger now. We're just making a bigger heart. All righty. Okay, single crochet in each of the next 6 stitches. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, 6. Now, 3 single crochets in the next stitch. 1, 2, 3. It's making our corner coming around at the bottom, a corner, our point at the bottom of the heart. All right, single crochet in the next 6. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My guess is we do 2 in each of the next 5. Do I have 5 stitches left? I hope so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I left Dale in charge of the dogs. You hear the dog barking. That's up to Dale. Dale's got to get the dog. All right, single crochet in the next stitch. Oh, yep, I have 1 stitch left. Okay, that's perfect. Single crochet in the next. Do a chain 3 and slip stitch into the center. All right. Trying to find the center is a little tricky. Slip stitch into the center. Come on. Slip stitch, go all the way through. And then we fasten off. Attach a hanging loop. How about if I just leave a loop like that? What do you think? How about if I just leave this and then tie this off? That's what I'm thinking. What do you think? I think that works. Oh, look at it. We got us a heart. Okay, I'm going to do that. I'm going to tie this off down here at the bottom. Look how easy these are, you guys. Look how easy. Okay, I'm going to go through here. I'm going to go through my loop. And then I'm going to go through this loop. I'm going to hopefully be able to knot this right there. Yeah. Okay, that works. Works for me. Just make a little knot back here. And then look at that. Look at that's cute. Okay, it's a little wavy, but hey, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. Okay. I can cut this off now. Or should I weave it? I'll weave it through a little bit. I'll weave it just a little, just to make sure. I did knot it twice, but let's just. What do I have? How do I have a hair in here? Seriously? I crocheted a hair right in it. I'm trying to get the hair with the needle, just the hair, without getting yarn. That's tricky. There we go. Crocheted it right in there, guys. My hair, little piece of me in the. There we go. Okay. All right. So let's weave this through here. Couple little stitches or more. You know what? These are so easy to make. You could, make a bunch of these. You could sell them for like $5 or something. And then I have my yarn that started my magic circle. Got to pull that nice and tight so we can get that hole as small as possible and sew this up tight. Sew that hole up as tight as we can. Okay. These are going to be cute, right? They're going to be cute. Okay, I'm pulling it again. After I put my yarn through once, I'm going to snug it up again. There. Okay. Now, when I do a magic ring, and I weave in my end, that tail, I like to go all the way around the magic ring again. I feel that it just reinforces the magic ring. You know what I'm saying? Some people worry a magic ring will come out, but I'm like, I don't know. If I go through here a bunch of times with that end, I feel it makes it much more secure. Sometimes you can't get the needle through. All right. There. I think that's good. Okay. All righty. Snip that baby off. Well, that was easy enough. Look at that, how cute that is already. That's a cute little heart. Okay, if you didn't want to make it into a snowman or turn it into a snowman, you could just make little hearts in all kinds of little colors, couldn't you? He's not going to be as cute today without his eyeballs. I just don't have eyeballs for him. I'm so sad. I thought I had some googly eyes, but I can't find them. All right, so that was that. What do we do now? With color B, the hat. Okay, hat. I'm doing the traditional black. The traditional black hat. Oh, and here we use a smaller crochet hook. Well, it's a good thing I brought here's where I saw the 4. I only have a 4.5. I'm going to use it. Okay. It's funny. It says hat with color B and a size 4, chain 5. Okay, well, I don't know how you can chain 5 until you have a slip knot. I guess they just assume, you have to have a slip knot before you can chain 5. All right, so make a slip knot and then chain 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, row 1. Are you ready for row 1? Look, we're not even a half an hour in yet, and we're working on the hat. Single crochet in the second from the hook and in the next 3. So we got 1, 2, and 3. And that's your last stitch, the 3. And you get your 3. Okay, there we go. We got 4 stitches. Turn. Well, the next thing says chain 1 and turn. I'm going to chain 1 and turn. Single crochet in each across. You do this for 2 rows. So you got 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Chain 1 and turn and do 4 again. 1, 2, 3, and a 4. There's 4. Okay. Now we're going to turn. We're going to chain 3. Chain 3. Single crochet in the 3rd chain. In the 3rd chain. What? Single crochet in the 3rd chain. Okay. Single crochet in the 3rd chain. Single crochet in the last stitch of the previous round. And in each of the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. Do not turn. What? Do not turn. Chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Single crochet in the 3rd chain. Okay. Do what? Work under back loop, slip stitch in the next stitch. What does that mean? Huh? Okay, I get what this did. It made the brim. Okay, I'm just going over here. I'm going over here like this. Okay, look. Oh, okay. All right. So you made little chains on the ends, and that's your brim. Ah, look it. Look it. It made the little brim. These are the little chains we did on the 2 ends of the row. Okay, let's finish this off and it'll look better. I'll show you. Okay, let's do this. Finish this off for you. I just found a place to slip stitch into to make that attach to the hat. Otherwise, it was just like dangling off. We don't want it to dangle off. Let's weave in the end. These are so cute. You can make these in all kinds of colors and whatnot. Okay, pull that tight. Okay, I should have left some yarn. I should have left some yarn for sewing it on, right? But I didn't, because I know we're gonna have to sew it on. Hang on. Using a sewing needle and matching thread, sew on the nose, the hat. Oh, they used a button for their holly. They have a button. I don't have a button. I'm going to have to just glue that sticker on there. If the button has a shank, cut it off with a craft cutter first. What would you consider a craft cutter? What would you consider a craft cutter? I mean, a knife, a pair of scissors. What would you cut it off with? Have you ever tried to cut the backs off those buttons? You know, the loopy things on the back of the buttons? Using black embroidery floss and an embroidery needle, embroider your smile. Use a Q-tip to make blush. All right. Use a Q-tip to make some blush. All right. I know how to do that. All right. I wonder how so this is gonna be way too big. I'm gonna use one. Okay, hang on. Let's finish one thing first. I'm gonna use one of those stickers. Since I already cut off my yarn, I don't have enough yarn to sew this on with. So I'm just gonna weave this end in, and then when we go to sew, we'll just get us a nice long piece of black yarn. Just sew it on. I could sew it on with embroidery thread. I have some. Matter of fact, it was just out today. I know that it was because Jackson had it. He had it. He said it accidentally was hanging out of the drawer. And I'm like, kid, no, that's not how that works, kid. It wasn't. Oh, boy. Okay, we got to make a nose. Color C with our smaller hook. Okay. I might have to go let that dog in, but I might go grab my embroidery floss too to sew this on with. And then I'll need a different needle because this won't work with embroidery floss. All right. Okay, hang on. Let me go get embroidery floss. Let the dog in. Because Dale's not letting the dog in. All right. Yep, he's out there on the back porch, laid out on the couch, taking himself a siesta. I told him he was in charge of the dogs. Let the dogs in. Let the dogs in. Who let the dogs out? I did, but you're supposed to let them in. All right, chain 4. Let's chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Working under 2 strands. What? What does that mean? Slip stitch in the second chain from the hook. Okay, it just means go under both of those. Okay, slip stitch into that one. And slip stitch into the next one. Okay, it just wants you to go deep into the stitch. And then single crochet in the last chain. Okay. Well, all right. I guess that works for a carrot. I'm going to leave a tail here to sew it on. like I should have for the hat. I'll probably sit here and make another one with you guys and chit chat after this. All right, so here's our little carroty nose. What do you think? Gonna weave in the one end, weave in the end. All right, and go right back down to the point. Okay. Not a lot to sew here. I forgot to get a smaller needle, you guys. Dang, how many times am I going to leave this live to go get supplies, huh? More than once. Okay. Here's our nose. All right. You see it coming together here? Look, we got a nose. We got a hat. My phone's in the way. You can't see anything. I got embroidery floss. I'm going to have everything but eyeballs. I wish I had the eyeballs because that would really help me know where I wanted to put the nose and everything, right? Okay, so I'm just going to look at the picture. I mean, I know where the hat goes. Okay, we can sew the hat on. Can I sew it on with this? Oh, no, we're going to try. I'm going to use, do I want to use a whole embroidery floss or a half? I don't need that many strands, do I? I don't think so. All right. Okay, this should be enough. Let's get us some floss. I'm going to split this. I'll split it in half. How many strands are in embroidery floss? 6. Yep. Is 3 enough? Is 3 too much? 3 too many? 3 too little? I'm going with 3. Okay? Just so you know, I'm going with 3. This is a huge, huge needle eye. All right. So let's sew this puppy on right here. We're going to sew it on right here at the curve of that heart there. And I'm going to go from the back and we're just going to go in and I'm going to come right back out and I'm going to make a knot. You kind of see it on the back. Okay, I'm going to knot this. Ding! Hello, somebody wants me. All right. I love this crafting business. Just figure stuff out as you go, right? Now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try, okay, let me see if I can show you. Here are my stitches. See my stitches here? These are my single crochets. To sew this on, I am going to try to just go through the back loop of the snowman and come back up a back loop so that you don't see the black yarn coming through the back of our snowman. Or not, yeah, he's a snowman. He is a snowman, our snowflake, our snowman, whatever we're calling. Okay, as long as we get into the stitch a little bit, here we go. Okay, gotta move the hat down. Come on. Hold the hat in place. All right. And then come back up into the stitch, the next stitch. Yeah, it doesn't show very much if you do it like that. Back down through the stitch, right into my finger. Yeah, right into my finger. That felt nice. Okay. Come on. Okay. Into that stitch, down through that stitch. And I'm going to move this corner down just a little bit. My brim, I want to move it down. Move it down, move it down. Okay, we're getting there. We are getting there. All right. And then one more should do the trick. Get it right in that corner and come right up through there. Okay. Ah, look at look at our little hat. We got a hat. Okay, I'm gonna do another stitch or two right here at the corner because I'm gonna do that, and I'm also gonna knot it right there at the same time. There. Okay. Well, isn't that just cute as a button, right? Oh, I could have moved it down further. Hello, Sue. I could have moved it down further. There's this down a little bit further. It's down on the little man further. I mean, I'll do that next time. This one, I don't want to take it off. I'll move the next one down, okay? All right, I'm going to weave this in a little bit through the back of the hat and call it good. Okay. There. Let's cut this off. Doink. And doink. Okay, I'm going to save this on here. Now, I'm going to sew the carrot nose on with the yarn. Yeah, I'm going to move the next one down. Okay, where do I want to place this without having my eyeballs? Where do I want to put the nose? So imagine the eyes are right here and here, and my nose is going to come this way, right here, like this. Okay, that's what we're going to do. Oh, I gotta use the needle. I was going to leave that threaded. Okay. All right. Let's try that again. Let's try that again. Okay, I want it like right here. Okay, perfect. Could have left some more yarn than I did. Left more yarn than I did. It's okay. Okay. All right, here we go. Attach your nose. It's not going to need a whole lot of sewing, but I should have left more. Should have left more yarn to sew with. Hello, Sharon. Sharon? Where's that Sharon? I don't see a Sharon. Did you mean Shannon? Maybe she meant Shannon. I don't see a Sharon. Oops, I can't do what I just did. I went too far with my orange and it looks goofy on my nose. So let's go back. Take that out. Don't go that far. Don't go from one end of the nose to the other end of the nose. It looks goofy. Don't do that. Actually, you should come from underneath the white and up into the orange. That's the best way. Learn that from doing amigurumi. Amigurumi. You always come up from the bottom when you're sewing things on. Okay, we're going to come under here and we're going to get one more stitch like right here in the middle. And we're going to call it good because we are out of yarn. All right, if I can get this to go back down, my yarn's going to come out. I know it is. I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones. I did it. I did it. Remember, leave a longer tail. Okay. Now see, that looks goofy as heck. I don't like that. It made the end of my carrot too long. No, I don't like that. I don't like that. No. it didn't go, my string that I just used to sew didn't go under the carrot. Didn't go under the carrot, and it looks bad. So let's redo that. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Let's pull that out, and let's pull this stitch out right here. Okay, let's do that different. Hang on. I just need just a couple stitches in here to keep this nose on here, right? Hang on. How about if I just go right here? That look better? Yeah, that looks better. Okay. And then how about up right here in the center? Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay. And then down right here in the corner. Okay, I got it. I got it. There. There. There's our carrot nose. Okay. We got us a carrot nose, a carrot nose, a carrot nose. Okay. Well, without having our eyes and blush and all that stuff, what else can I do? Let's play with this. This is are these stickers? I don't know. Let's find out. Got these at Hobby Lobby. Look, Sue, can you tell what it is? He needs eyeballs, though. I have no eyes. I have no googly eyes. So, hello, Deborah. Oh my gosh, glasses. Oh, glasses are frightful, aren't they? They are frightful. I'm telling you. I can't get this out of here, so I'm just going to rip the bag. I need to go get my eyes checked again. It's that time. I always dread it, you know? Sue, stop it. It's not that. Oh, look. Okay, let's see. Well, you know. Okay, how would you put holly? A holly leaf. How did they put it? Leaves up, berries down, right? Yes. Leaves up. Oh, that's not too big. Look. Look. I'm going to put it on there using the stickers. There's 2 stickers. Now that's adorable. Okay, that's adorable. Look at that. But it really doesn't look right without eyes. Does not look, but look, imagine. See, there's almost 2 holes right there. An eye and an eye right there. There they go. There we go. Right? That's cute. That's cute. Okay, so adjustments for next time. Bring the hat down further. Bring the hat down further. Not too much, just a little bit, like down into the next row maybe. I'm barely in the first row because I used the top of the stitches, right? Okay, well, that's what I can do for now without eyes. Oh, wait, I can do one more thing. One more thing I got. All right, we can do this part. I could actually put blush, but I really don't want to do that until I have the eyes in place. All right. Okay, so right here. Let's go right here. And let's go up here. Okay, this is the best way I've learned how to make a smile. He's a little goofy. It's a little goofy, but it's okay. A little goofy smile. But I can go over here and I can go on this side of the strand and go on this side of the strand to pull it down. And let's see if it. There. That's not a bad smile. And then I'm going to come back here. I shouldn't have taken my thread out. Put my thread back in. Put my thread back in, and I'm going to put this over here where the other strand started. Go over there, like that. And knot this right over there. I really wish I had some eyeballs so I could show you what he looks like finished, but he's cute. He's cute. Okay, there. Knot that. And now, if you don't like seeing all this thread, it's not a lot. There's a little bit of orange from the nose, some black. If you don't want to see all that, you could always like maybe cut a piece of felt or something and put it on the back if you wanted to, or you just leave him like this. His nose is wonky. He's got a wonky nose. I have made carrot noses before, and they were better than that one. But that's kind of what he looks like. Imagine his eyes are here. Now remember, he's got eyes here and his nose there. Then we'll put a little blush here and a little blush there. What do you think? It's cute. And I'm going to glue this. I'm going to get glue and actually glue that on there because it's not going to hold with a sticker. But that's cute. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. That nose is weird, isn't it? It's this part right here that's weird. And I don't know how I don't know. We might have to experiment with a different nose situation. He is cute. I'm going to have to get to, and the hat's a little weird too. The little brim on the hat. There's got to be a better way to do the brim. Maybe if I sew it in differently next time, I can make the brim look a little bit better. Okay, I'm gonna play with this. I'm gonna try it again because I got time. I got time, right? Now that we know what we're doing. Oh snap! Reload. I know. I hate it when it does that. Pinterest patterns are so weird. Oh, his eyes go pretty close together. Oh, she did. Oh, she did a little scallop on the end of the smile, like a little dimple on the end of the smile. I could have done that, but I didn't. Okay. So, what's everybody up to? Yesterday, we had children. 3 kids. Picked them up, and we ran some errands. Where did we go yesterday? We didn't do many errands yesterday. Oh, I had to go to the jewelry store. Went to the jewelry store and picked up my chain. Got my chain back. $40. It's exactly what it cost me to get my chain fixed. So, got my chain. Don't lose this. I'm going to use that to sew with next time. Got my chain. We had to go to Walmart because Dale got some shorts the other day. He got punched and he got broken nose. Well, there you go. He's got a broken nose. Poor little guy. I'm going to work on a different nose because I've done some nose patterns before that were a little bit better than that one. It might come out a little bit bigger. They were more, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I have a different nose pattern. All right. So he had to try to exchange this pair of shorts. Well, that didn't work because they didn't have any more. So we just stayed in the truck while he ran in, and they all stayed in the truck when I ran into the jeweler too. So that wasn't too hard. And then we came home And Dale was like, we got work to do. Who wants to make some money? So he looked at the 3 kids and he said, who wants to make some money? It wasn't a lot of money, trust me. He's got like these $2 bills, and they could earn a $2 bill. I mean, that's not a lot, right? So they went out and helped finish with the grass. Oh my goodness. I haven't even started yet, Dad. Well, okay. I did one little special thing, and it was like those Christmas in July wooden ornaments. I did that last night. All right. So it was kind of like a end of Christmas in July special thing, but yum, Sherry, that sounds good. Yum. So we had this grass to pick up. So he got the kids out there helping them pick up grass and, raking and oh no, Shannon. Oh goodness. Now you're going to be home and your husband. Welcome to my world, Shannon. Welcome to my world. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Well, they were getting paid for it, so, and they were happy. I mean, they only work for a short period of time and then they're done. They wear out quite quickly. I went out to my flower garden. I was just going out to cut some zinnias. The zinnias are blooming like crazy. They're so pretty. So I went out to cut some new zinnias. 1, 2, 3. And slip stitch into the ring. Okay, slip stitch into the ring. And when I got out there, I couldn't help myself. I had to pull some weeds. Well, when I go to pull the weeds, the first thing I encounter is orange. It's orange, right? And it's right in my zinnias. And every time I would go to pull out some of this grass, this weedy grass that grows out there, I was getting attacked. I was getting attacked. Mr. Sunny, he was just out there laying in my zinnias, like right in the zinnias. But then he was also trying to catch butterflies. But the problem with him trying to catch butterflies is that he would like pounce. And what he's doing, he's pouncing on my zinnia plants. And I'm like, dude, you're going to wreck my plants. You can't be doing that, right? Can't be doing that. But trying to pull the weeds was interesting. He kept coming after me. I mean, he would just strike out at me when I'm pulling the weeds. I'm like, stop it. Stop. Nope. He kept doing it. So then the compost pile for all the weeds and everything is back there behind my flower garden. So Dale kept coming back there with the tractor, and whichever child was with him at the time, I don't know. It depended on which trip, who he had driving the tractor. Well, they weren't driving the tractor. They might have been sitting on the tractor. But anyhow, yeah, that was fun. Trying to figure out where I'm at here. I did 3 doubles in that stitch, and I need 2 doubles in this stitch. This is really a cute little heart pattern if you just want to make hearts. You know what I'm saying? 2 double in the next, double in each of the next 3. Okay. So that was fun. Now, here's Dale. Dale sometimes thinks he tells me stuff, right? And he doesn't. Like one of the twins, the youngest, the boy, started football. And so they had like football camp, and it started at 5. Well, their mom gets out of work at 4:30. She's never here to get them until 5. So I'm like, well, how are you going to get there at 5? Well, what I didn't know, their dad came here to pick up the child at about, I don't know, 4:15, 4:20 or so. Came and picked up the child and took off with him, just him, not all the kids, just him, and took him to his football thing. And I had no idea what was going on. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that Dad was coming to get him. And Dale's like, and no, you did not. You did not tell me. You did not tell me. Nope. Okay, I'm double crocheting in the chain 1 space, then went 3 double crochet in the next stitch. Sorry. This is that little confusing section. Confusing. 3 there, then I do another double in the next chain space, double crochet in the next 3 stitches. Okay, I got it. 1, 2, 3. Then later, I was like, you never did tell me. You might have think you told me, but you didn't tell me. He's like, I'm sorry, I thought I did. I thought I told you. I'm like, nope, you didn't. 2 double in the next stitch. 3 double in the next stitch. And then a double and a half double in the last stitch. A double and a half double. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and slip stitch in the center. Okay. So yeah, anyhow, that was that. He was gone. The other 2 then were just like, oh, now Dale's not really like paying much attention to what they're doing. And they're running around and, doing their thing. Luckily, it was only for about a half an hour before the mom got here. And they left. Okay. Now, single crochet in the first stitch. And then 2 single in each of the next 5. Oh, yeah. Yep, that was Dale out there running around. He let each of the twins drive the tractor for a little bit. I mean, he's sitting on it. It's not like they were on it by themselves. He's sitting on it just in case something goes awry. You know what I mean? But he let them, drive. And oh boy. Yesterday was one of those days I just did all kinds of things. I did weed for a while out in the flower garden. I came in, I did record a little bit. I caked up some yarn. I had lots of things to do. All right. 3 single crochets in the next, hang on. Single crochet in the next 5. Single crochet in the next 6 stitches. 3 single crochet in the next. Oh, because now I'm at the point. Okay. 1, 2, and 3. And then 6 coming up the other side. Okay. And then today at 7 o'clock in the morning, Jackson shows up. I watched him until about 10:30. Yeah. 11, maybe 10:30, 11. I think it was 11. So 7 to 11. 7-Eleven. Had him. Okay, now 2 singles in each of the next 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single crochet in the next, chain 1, 2, 3, slip stitch to our center, and fasten off. All right, there's another heart, folks. There's another heart. See how quick the hearts are? They're really quick. Yeah, they were all out there bah-hahing around in the yard yesterday and whatnot. And I'm just like, I got stuff to do. I'm just going to do my thing. They didn't come in the house much yesterday. Not until, well, initially when we got home, they wanted to go downstairs and mess around. And then Dale rounded them all up and said, come on, get your shoes on. We're going outside. We got things to do. Who wants to make some money? So they each got $2, guys. I think. I don't think he gave the money to their mom. I don't think they got much more than like one $2 bill a piece. I don't think. I could be wrong. However, you know, be happy with it. You know what I'm saying? Look, when I don't need a majorly long tail, I left myself a tail the size of, the Mississippi River. All right. There we go. Let's see if I can cinch this down just a little bit more. Get that hole as small as possible. I finished my purple sweater. I did. I'm ready to start my next project. I did put a little vote out there for our members about which project I should work on next. I didn't have a ton of people vote, but I didn't give it a whole long time, but not very many people voted. But we're doing the summer top versus the crocheted top. I mean, the long sleeve wintry top. Oh, and look what I didn't do this time. You guys, I left myself an extra long tail so that I could, make a loop to hang it, right? I forgot to make my loop. That's okay. Look, I can make a loop with this right here. We will make a loop with this. Now, I was so smart last time, and then this time I didn't even think about making a loop. Oh, well, what you gonna do? It's much nicer the other way. Much nicer the other way because I didn't have a knot at the top. I suppose I could pull it through and make the knot. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm just going to make a knot here and call it good. Could go get something fancy, like some fancy glittery something or other. You can always pull it through in the back like this. And then you don't see it. Like do that. You can't actually pull it in, but you can pull it to the back. There. Okay. The hearts are cute. I like the heart. I like the heart. I know. I've got to use up that yarn, right? Next project should take, I don't know. It says it probably won't take as much yarn as it says. It's fingering weight yarn. Oh, Lord help me. Fingering weight yarn. It is fine, you guys. It's fine. Oh my gosh. That's what I was caking up yesterday, was this yarn. And it is fine, fine, fine little yarn. So, but I have to start using it. Use it. I made a watermelon yesterday. I made the cutest little watermelon. That thing though, oh my goodness. So if you've ever made a bag or a little pouch that starts with a bottom and then you go around and then you just start making your sides. Okay, I could not get that thing to work out. First time I did it, I was doing what the instructions said. I did it all with double crochets, and I'm like, man, this is just like really, really loose, really gappy. And then I looked at the pattern again really closely, really, really closely, and found in the direction somewhere that it is in UK terms. So if you know anything about UK terms, in UK, a double crochet is a single crochet. And I'm like, well, that makes more sense. It's a little amigurumi stuffed guy. Of course, it should be done in single crochets. So I had like the bottom, the green part done. I'm like, okay, well, I've got to take that out. Then the next time I tried it, I could not get the stitches to work out right. I couldn't get the stitch count to work out right. I tried it 3 times before I finally just said, I'm fudging it. The stitches aren't coming out right. I'm just going to fudge it at this point until I have the required number of stitches it says for round like 4 or something. So somewhere between round 1 and round 4, it was not right. And I'm like, I'm just going to make it work. I'm just going to make it work. All right, single crochet in the second. No, don't disappear on me. And in each of the next 3. So 1, 2, and 3. All right. Chain 1 and turn. And you do this for 2 rows. I know you got to be good at fudging it sometimes, right? Yeah, you have to be. So we have 4 little stitches here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Chain 1 and turn. And do 1, 2, 3, 4. And this time we don't turn. No, we do turn. We turn. We turn. Turn. Okay, we turn. Now what? We chain 1, 2, 3. Single crochet in the 3rd from the hook. And then what? Single crochet in the last stitch of the round. Okay, that looks okay. Look, can you see it? It's hard to see. It's black. I know. Hang on. I'll show it to you. You can't see it. All right, now what? I don't think I did this last time, did I? Then we single crochet across the bottom. 1, 2, 3. And then we do a chain 1, 2, 3. It says do not turn this time. Single crochet in the last stitch. No, single crochet in the last chain. Now it says work under back loop and slip stitch in the next stitch. Now see, you've got to go up. You got to go up. Because see, okay, look, I'll show you. Can you see what it's doing? See, here's my little, this side looks great. Look at that one. See this end over here? It looks great. This one here, see how it flops down, so you have to attach it. So you have to slip stitch to somewhere else on the hat. It says attach a slip stitch into the last stitch. Which is okay. Hang on, I want to go up one though. I want to go up into the next row and pull it up higher. Let's see. I'm going into the side. There. See? There. there. I just had a debate with myself. After I finished that sweater, and I have a little video clip. I don't know where it's going at this point, but I did a little video clip. You'll see it somewhere. It's probably going to be in the next crafty vlog. But I show what's left over of all those yarns. And I'm like, it's not much. And some I just don't know if it's even worth saving at all. It's such a tiny little bit of yarn. Some, I think there was a fair amount of yarn, but I think I took them all and I just tossed them all in. I get like those organza bags sometimes that people send stuff in, little goodies and whatnot. And they're fairly good size organza bag. They're not the little ones. They're fairly good size. I have an organza bag with balls left over from, let's think, last year when I did the Emma's Yarn Advent. Okay, now look. I think the hat needs to just come down like that. Let's just sew it on. Let's just sew on the hat, okay? So everything I had left over, which is, a little ball like this, I put in one of those organza bags. And so now when I have 3 bags. I have one that has DK weight little balls, one that has fingering, and one that has sport. Now the one that has sport weight, I have some decent size balls for that one. The sport weight was Expression Fiber Arts. That was last year's Mystery Crochet-A-Long, was sport weight. So I have some fairly decent sized balls left of that. But I've just started keeping them in like these organza bags. And they're just little bits and bobs and pieces. But how much is enough to save, and how much would you have to be down to before you would just throw them away? I don't know. I don't know. I feel like sometimes you just gotta throw stuff away. You know what I mean? You just gotta throw it away. If it's just a little tiny bit, what are you gonna do with that? It's not worth trying to save it if it's just I don't know. But right now, I threw them all in. They're all in the little scrap bag I have. They're all there. So, all right. So we're down further on our hat here. Our hat is further down on our snowman. And now you are going to see this come out the back, because there's no way I can go through the stitches like I did the last time. So I'm just going in and out, back and forth, in and out, back and forth. It's not really showing. That's weird. Probably because I'm using thread going through yarn. It's not really showing on the back side. That's interesting. Interesting. No. Nope, Sherry. It's not enough to even do a round of a square. No. I mean, we're talking, no. Nope. Even the hats that we did last week, I don't think there would be enough to even, it wouldn't be enough to do a little hat even. They're just, some of them, maybe, but others, no, not at all. Hi, Jody. How are you? All right. This is too cute. So wish I had some eyeballs though. I wish I had some eyeballs. I want to be able to finish it, but I don't have eyeballs. Can't do it without eyeballs. Okay. It does show a little bit on the back, but it's not bad. Not bad. Okay, let's finish this off and call it good. There. Go through this again. Cut that off. All right. Our heart is done. Our hanger is there. Yeah, let's cut this off too. I'm going to cut these tails from my knot of my hanger. All right. Even if it comes to the top, big deal. You got a little. Okay. All right. Nose. If you got big quantities of scraps, yeah, I think some of mine just need to be thrown out. They're just too little, not enough to do anything with. I thought even, like some people make like scrap balls, where they just take a whole bunch of their scraps and just like tie them together. They just tie them together. These, if I tie them together, I might get, a foot maybe out of some of them. Maybe there's more than that. I don't know. Maybe 2 feet. It just seemed like that would be too much work for not enough payoff. Not enough payoff. All right, I'm going to look for something real quick. You threw away things. That's always interesting to throw away stuff. When you start throwing away things, I'm going to look for a different carrot nose. A crocheted carrot nose. For a snowman. Look at that. It's for a snowman. Crocheted carrot nose. I just wonder if this would be too big. Because see, it's like a single, a half double, 2 doubles. So it's going to be, oh, how about a nose that just sticks out, more 3-dimensional nose? That guy right there doesn't look like he's got a nose. He looks like I don't know what he's got on his face. A lot of 3-dimensional ones. A no-sew snowman tutorial. He's got a nose. Now see, look. Oh, hang on. Now he's gone. Hi, my name is Alex. Welcome to the Crochet Circle. Oh, there's a bloodhound. Lynn, where's Lynn? There's a bloodhound. Bye, Michelle. Oh, now where'd it go? Hang on. Oh, the nose is already done. I went too far. Huh. Let's see. What are we doing here? You could make it a smaller nose with a smaller hook. Hang on, let's see what she's done. I'm going to try this one. I only have, the smallest I have in here is a 4.4. Hang on. One more trip out. One more trip out. Let's get the 4. Let's go with the 4. This is funny as we're sitting here talking about scraps and little balls. I went to grab my hook and I found my project bag here. This is yarn from when I took the Caron cotton cake apart and we did that bag. Look, now these are valuable. Look, that is a decent sized ball. That I can do granny square centers or maybe even the second round, maybe even the third round. These are larger balls. So I've saved all these. I don't know what I'm going to do with all of them though. I mean, look, I have all the colors. And then look at this one. Look how much I have left of the peach. I don't know what I'm going to do with these. They're just in this bag at this point. Cotton, just taking up space. Taking up some space. Okay, let's see what she's doing here. So we are doing a chain 4. We're going to try this. We're going to try this nose and see what we think. Got a little 4mm hook. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, the nose is not too long, I will say that. All right, what do? Skip a stitch, do a single crochet, then do a single crochet. Is this going to be it? I think this is going to be it. Then a half double, and I think I'm going to like it, and a double. Oh, 2 doubles. If I can get into the last stitch. Now, what do you think? What do you think? Do you think that's a better nose? Do you think it's too big of a nose for this guy? Do you think he's too big? Okay, where's our other nose? He's skinnier than the other one. This one's wonky, though. What do you think about that? Okay, I got an idea. How about instead of doing double crochets for our last one, what if we just did 2 more half doubles? Or 1 half double, as far as that goes. I mean, look. That made it smaller, right? What do you think? What do you think? Oh. I'm going to try it. I'm just going to try it. What's the worst that can happen? We won't like it. Right? Let's leave a tail for this one. If we don't like it, we don't like it. You know? I don't think it's bad, though. I don't think it's bad. Hang on. Let's sew this tail in. And I'm going to go through my knot because it kind of got baggy at the bottom. You know what I mean? Like I got a big hole at the bottom. Julie can't crochet. You know what? That's okay, Julie. A lot of people don't crochet. I have craft show tomorrow, you guys. Starts at 9 o'clock. It's an hour away. You can start setting up at 7. We're not doing that. We're not going to be there at 7. So, okay. I like it. It's really not any bigger than the other one. It's really not. I'm going to sew it on here. I'm going to show it to you and see what you think. I think it's fine. I like this nose better. I do. And I'm not worrying about the yarn showing on the back. I'm just going to sew it on here. $2 two head. Huh? $2 two head. What? What? Thank you, Sherry. It's been interesting because this is Dale's friend's campground, and he's the one that told us to come up there. And he's the one who's told Dale he's got us signed up. So I'm like, okay, so we're signed up. What does that mean? I have received no information from anybody. I don't know. I didn't know when we could set up. I didn't know. I didn't know anything. I've called this campground, tried to talk to people, tried to get, I gave them my email so they could email me. Nothing. Okay, what do you think? What do you think? It's not a bad nose, is it? It's not a bad nose. Little eyeballs here. Remember, we got eyeballs here, and there's his nose. We need a smile. Yes, we need a smile. You know what? I'm going to try this one with just this worsted weight yarn versus the, the thread. I don't want to do the thread. And I think this time I'm going to make his smile a little bigger. Let's go maybe here. Let's see. I still have to do this. You come in here. You come on one side of the yarn, and then you go to the other side of the yarn and pull it down like that. And then let's go over here and let's make that little like dimple. What do you think? It's so hard to picture it without eyes, but I think it's good. I undid my thing again. I wanted to go back over to the other strand, and do I need to? No, I think this is good. I think it's good. Smiles are hard to make in crochet. So you guys will have to just wait until I'm going to make a run to Walmart. I got to get all this stuff ready to go tonight. Get it all in the truck and everything and all that stuff. Apparently the show is inside. I don't know if we have tables or we have to take our own tables. So we're just taking our tables. It's very, we're just showing up kind of thing. I think it's a very inexpensive show. It's either going to cost us $20 or no dollars. I don't know. 20 or nothing. His friend had said if we stay to the end and help clean up, we get our money back. I don't know. Okay, now imagine eyes. Okay, can you see it? Can you picture it? Oh, let's do this too. Let's do this. Let's put our little holly leaf on the hat because that really helps. Let's do that. I'm going to position this one like that. There's our holly leaf. I like these. They're so cute. They're cute. Aren't they cute? I just need those eyeballs. And I'll just glue those on. Get my fabric glue and glue them on. Blush is easy. You just take a Q-tip and you just go with blush. I don't know where the blush is going to go over there, though. I only got room for blush on one side of his face. Only room for blush on one side of his face. Let's see. Where is that pattern at? Okay, hang on. I see the picture again. Where does she put blush? Oh, she puts the blush way up high. Like, she puts it like way over here. If I did it here and here, blush like here and up here, and her eyes are in there. Okay. Well, I got 2 of them just about done, you guys. 2. Look, aren't they cute though? They're cute. I'm gonna sell them. $5. $5 a snowman. What do you think? I got a whole little set of stuff I'm gonna sell and hang up for $5. I don't think I have enough space to put out everything I'm gonna take. I just hope I sell stuff. Yeah. And his friend, he's the one that comes and buys diamond paintings from me. He has told me to bring kits that aren't done because the people up there, some of them like diamond paint and they'll buy kits. All I have is special drill stuff, but I'm going to take some. I'll just take the box. I'm not displaying that anywhere. I'll just have a box there, and if people wanted to look through it, they can look through it. And that's what I'm going to do. So, anyhow, they are cute. They are very, very cute. I like them. I like this hat much better than that hat. See, this is all trial and error. You try something and you get better at it. Each time you redo something, you learn something, you get a little better. Yeah. All right. I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to make a trip to Walmart. I'll post a picture of these. I'll put it on my wall, my community wall, and I'll probably put it in Instagram. If you don't follow us on Instagram, it's #MACalong 2024. I should make a new one for 2025, but 2024 works. We don't care. It's all it's gonna be 2026 before you know it. We're just still using 2024. It's fine. All right. I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna start doing what I got to do. And yeah, I want to start that top. That's what I want to do. I want to start the top. I need to start smashing some specials too. Yeah, the second nose. I like that one, right? Even though it's fatter, I like it so much better. It looks like a nose. This one looks like, I don't know. He does look kind of like a boxer, has a little bulbous nose or something. But I like this one better. This is how I've made noses before. And it's not too big for this. I thought it might be too big, but I didn't do the whole thing. I cut it down a stitch or two. So, anyhow, it's cute. All right. Thanks for hanging out, you guys. And I think next week, hopefully Angie comes back, and I'm going to work on my Hexie cardigan because I have both of my panels done. Both of my hexagons are done. And now I need to make a back panel, and I already know what I'm going to do for the back panel. So that's what I'm going to start working on next week is this back panel. So that's what I'm up to. All right. I will see all you guys later. Have a great weekend. Bye.